Imagine a modern prison as like a fortified castle.
Hmm.
You've got massive walls, armed guards, razor wire, but
But the gates have to open.
right, exactly. Every single day, those front gates just have to swing wide open to let the delivery carts in and out. So, okay, let's unpack this. Today, our mission in this deep dive is exploring the ultimate vulnerability in correctional security. We've got two documents on the table about modern vehicle screening, and they both center around this fascinating piece of tech called the heartbeat detector.
Yeah, and it really highlights the paradox of perimeter security, like those gates have to open, making the front door the absolute weak point. Just think about the daily traffic at a typical facility.
Oh yeah, you've got delivery trucks, maintenance van.
External contractors, exactly. But what really stands out in our sources is the massive risk from outbound shipments.
Because a lot of facilities operate inmate labor programs, right, where they're manufacturing or packaging goods.
Right. Pallets of finished products are loaded onto trucks and shipped out every single day.
So it's routine, legitimate commerce.
Yeah, but it creates this high-risk opportunity for an individual to hide inside the cargo and literally just roll right out the front gate.
But wait, are visual inspections really that outdated? I mean, it seems like unloading a truck just takes time, not magic. Why is the human element failing here?
Well, time is exactly the issue. Unloading a 53-foot trailer pallet by pallet, checking inside every single crate, that takes hours.
Wow, hours for just one single truck.
Exactly. Do that for 50 trucks a day, and the facility's operations just grind to a complete halt. Plus, facilities are already facing major staffing shortages alongside increasing populations.
So a quick visual check just doesn't cut it anymore.
No. Using a mirror on a stick under a chassis or just opening the back doors, it fails completely against someone who is deeply concealed inside a dense pallet of manufactured goods.
So if you can't unpack every box and you can't see through the steel, you have to change the sense you're relying on. You stop looking and you start listening.
That was the fundamental shift. Security had to bypass the line of sight problem entirely, but without disrupting the flow of logistics.
And here's where it gets really interesting, because they aren't listening for whispers or footsteps. Enter the heartbeat detector from Geospace Technologies. I like to think of it like using a doctor's stethoscope, but scaled up to listen to a 10-ton semi-truck.
Yeah, the physics of how that actually works is fascinating. First off, this doesn't use X-rays. There is zero radiation exposure, which is a major advantage for operator safety and workflow. Instead, it relies on highly sensitive seismic sensors.
Seismic, like for earthquakes.
Exactly like that. These sensors are temporarily attached to the exterior of the vehicle, and they passively listen for the microscopic mechanical vibrations of a human heartbeat traveling through the vehicle's frame.
Wait, traveling right through the metal? How does a tiny biological vibration not just get completely lost? A semi-truck is a massive piece of machinery. You've got the wind blowing, maybe nearby highway traffic, the metal creaking.
That is where the signal processing comes in. A human resting heartbeat happens at a very specific, consistent low frequency, usually around 1 to 2 hertz.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and the structural components of the truck actually act as a conductive medium, carrying that specific frequency right to the sensor. As long as the truck's engine is turned off, the system's algorithms isolate that 1 to 2 hertz biological rhythm.
And it filters out the rest.
Yes, it actively filters out the ambient noise of the wind, passing cars, or just general environmental rumble.
And this isn't some experimental sci-fi prototype either. The technology was originally developed at Oak Ridge National Laboratory back in the mid-1990s.
Right, it has decades of real-world deployment at borders, military installations, and high-security sites. For a correctional officer at the gate, it's incredibly efficient.
They just slap the sensors on.
Yep, they attach the sensors, the system filters the background noise, and in under 1 minute, it delivers a clear, objective result. Pass or search.
Pass or search. No operator guesswork. And automatically logs all the data, like who ran the test, when it happened, and the result, creating that built-in accountability modern facilities demand.
Absolutely.
So what does this all mean? You might be wondering what prison gate logistics have to do with you, or why we're digging into perimeter screening in this deep dive.
Well, because this is a masterclass in adapting existing non-intrusive technology to solve modern logistical bottlenecks without adding complex infrastructure. You don't need to build massive radioactive X-ray tunnels, you just need smarter sensors. If we connect this to the bigger picture, security across the board is evolving from adding complexity to adding intelligence.
It's about enhancing the human worker, not slowing them down. Which
Yeah.
leaves us with a pretty wild thought for you to take away today. We just talked about a system that listens to a 10-ton truck and mathematically isolates a single muffled heart.
Yeah, it's really incredible.